Well.
Hey everyone, we're back.
What's up?
We have the new and improved studio. You probably can't even tell the difference because it looks the same to you, but the studio's been totally reconfigured.
I think the camera
It's a little different.
It's a wider angle on the camera.
I am doing the wide one right now. Here's the tighter one.
There he is. So it's we're not done yet. We're just what we did. If you guys remember anything, we originally had a practical set in this studio space, which had all the Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
And then we converted the studio to a 3-wall green screen studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then after working in that space for a while, and like the old AQ6 episodes, you could see us basically, on the big set like this. Then we split the studio in half, so we could shoot in both directions with green screen walls behind us. And that was good for conferences and for Boomer versus Zoomer and everything. So all the live streams that we've done have been like in a very tight space because we split the studio in half. Now we went back to the full space. You want to zoom out, Ian, or is it too crazy?
That is the zoom out.
It is?
Oh, you want to zoom out even further? I can do it.
So Jay, when are we getting?
What?
When are we getting a volume?
Oh God, imagine.
Yeah,
so
there's the studio.
No, you're,
That's my shop vac.
you're ruining the effect.
No, it's whatever. What do people think is going on? You know what I mean? So what
I
basically,
was kidding.
we've been in this studio space for how long, Steve?
Weeks.
You mean the
Years.
basement? Years.
Yeah,
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
So over the course of 12 years, you
12
collect.
years a show.
A studio is a microcosm of a house.
Mhm.
Over the 12 years, you collect stuff. And Ian and I had to throw away an enormous amount of stuff. And I still got to mop and vacuum and tighten all the wires up and dial in the lights and everything. So. But
Wait, Joe, I'm disoriented. What day is it?
today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot to do the whole thing. Welcome everybody. Today is Wednesday. What is it? July 23rd.
Thank you.
And today we're going to talk about Rip Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic musician.
Oh boy.
Italy. Somebody came back from Italy. There's some fan noise in. Oh yeah, is the fan running? Is that the?
Is that the thing? The
That you got to turn that off, Ian.
Oh, I never turned it on. Okay.
I turned
All
that
right,
on.
some silliness, and then the Connecticut UFO. and
As
stuff.
the
Okay.
producer of this show, I use an air purifier to make it so it's healthy down here.
Yeah, thank you, Chatter.
We're going to turn it off. I mean, what do you guys want? Us to be unhealthy? Should we start with Ozzy?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any links or anything, but he just recently had like a major concert with all these
Farewell.
people.
Farewell
tour.
concert.
Just a few weeks, I think.
Like literally weeks, and then yeah, crazy. I mean, what did you guys think of Ozzy growing up?
I mean, I wasn't really into heavy metal
Yeah.
music. He was just a extreme showman,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
I mean, one thing that broke through to us, I think, was eating the head off of a bat.
Biting
was-
a head off.
Biting
Yeah,
a
that,
head.
yeah,
Didn't
biting
really
it.
eat
That was definitely a thing
Did
that
he really
penetrated
do that?
deep.
Did he do that? Is that real?
I heard one thing that I heard was that he thought it was fake. He didn't know it was real. But I don't know what the real
No, it's
story might
I
be.
thought Gene Simmons did that.
No.
No, it was Ozzy.
It was Ozzy. So I have some
And
things.
Randy
Yeah,
opened for Ozzy, didn't he?
What?
with Alice Cooper. He worked
That was
with
Alice
He
Cooper.
worked with
That
Might
Alice
have been
Cooper,
Alice
yeah.
Cooper. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he was part of Alice Cooper's, they did a beheading
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
guillotine, and Randy was the mad scientist.
Yeah,
So
Alice Cooper's cool.
I never met Ozzy or his wife, but I did, over the years, I've read articles about Ozzy's wife and the type of business person she is, and she is a scumbag.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
She's kind of.
She's done some really sketchy shit.
It's
She
unfortunate.
sabotaged, what band was it, Ian?
I know who you're talking. I don't remember.
It was at like one of those like Lollapalooza like concerts where there's a whole bunch of bands they're all headliners. They're all basically doing at some point they do their full act. And she did something really shitty. She sabotaged the sound system.
Okay, as one does.
So this band's like sound system like had major problems, and she was throwing eggs at them and all sorts of crazy shit like that. Like just because she thought that they at some point disrespected Ozzy. And then I read an article like about 6 months ago. It was actually, it was a documentary of a guitarist that they hired for the band. And this guy wrote a whole bunch of Ozzy's songs, not the early songs, but like later in his career, like ones that you would have heard on the radio and ones that made a ton of money. And what she basically did was she screwed the guy out of rights, his name as a credit on the music. And then they didn't pay him jack shit. You know what I mean? It was like terrible. Like they just totally took advantage of this guy and a lot of other musicians to I guess write songs for Ozzy and perform and all sorts of stuff where they just treat their employees really, really bad. There's lots of
Jake E. Lee is the guitarist.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
guy.
It's kind of notorious that she's been kind of whatever. At least in the music world, from people in the studio say that. But so I don't know. Who knows? But
whatever.
either way, Ozzy.
A lot of people
was iconic.
Yeah, definitely are sad about
yeah,
him.
man.
Yeah, I'm not commenting on him as a person. I don't know any about that. Definitely, guy was a hell of a brand.
Oh yeah.
Super, world famous and
And had a second career in reality television.
Yeah. Well, he could have been
that's-
president.
Yeah, I remember watching a bunch of that. I just recently read today that he did not enjoy those 3 years where he's like, imagine a film crew coming into your house and basically living in there for 3 years. I mean, he said it was like emotionally damaging or something like that.
totally.
He was not
I
a
could see
fan.
that.
Yeah, I could imagine how that would be pretty onerous.
oh yeah.
I mean, it's why the Kardashians are the way they are.
Yeah, yeah, they made
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
money on that though. I mean,
I'm sure.
Christ.
I gave an insight into those old rockers that are kind of decrepit, having done so many drugs. I think.
It was just weird that he did that
Destroys
live
you.
concert like 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And
It was his final. It was farewell.
What did he know?
Show.
Anyway, so rip Ozzy. What else do we got to topics? Why don't we go to Italy? So somebody got back from Italy.
Yeah, I spent 10 days in Sicily.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. We'll be talking about it on the show tonight a little bit, I guess.
So Steve, explain to us is Sicily a part of Italy?
Yes.
So they are basically Italy. They're just another.
They are part of the nation of Italy. They joined during the unification, not the reunification, but the unification of Italy in what, like 1861 or something.
But they speak a different language.
They speak Sicilian,
Right.
which is not Italian.
Okay. Now, did you eat meatballs? While
Wait,
you were
is it not Italian or
Yes.
is it an extreme dialect?
No, it's really not
okay.
Italian.
Because I know in Italy there's hundreds of
I know there's-
dialects. Some
yeah,
of them mutually
but Sicilian is not-
unintelligible.
I think it's not even Italian. It's
All right,
like so different.
Fair.
All right. So the question is, how were the meatballs?
So the
A real
meatballs
question.
were very good,
Okay.
and they were different.
Different.
So what was different about them is that there was more meat in them,
Okay. So less breadcrumbs.
less
Yeah.
breadcrumbs. Yeah. So you,
So they were
Fewer
more
breadcrumbs?
yeah. They were less fluffy, more
Dense.
solid, more.
I don't
dense,
mind a dense.
and had just a different texture to
I
it,
do.
but
I don't-
delicious.
I
They
don't
were
like,
delicious.
I don't really like dense meatballs.
I don't like too
But you have
fluffy
to-
either, man. I want some.
Well, you gotta have it right. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
I
It was
don't-
good,
I don't
though.
mind a dense meatball.
But the problem is, a dense meatball most of the time means that it has less flavor in it. Right?
No, this had plenty of flavor.
But I said most of the time. I said most of the time. Because like
So-
if you eat like a shit frozen meatball at a restaurant, right? Because a lot of restaurants, like, they don't make their own meatballs. I could tell in a second if they're frozen, and those typically are denser because there's just less good stuff in there: breadcrumbs, cheese, right? Eggs, salt and pepper. Do you soak the breadcrumbs in milk before you put them into the mix? Like, that's a big deal.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, Steve. What else you got?
One funny story. So pretty much every time I've been to Italy, you have one meal is just cheese and bread, right? So we
Sure,
went-
why not?
We went to the store, just looking for cheese.
Yeah.
Right? And there was a nice, hunk of cheese there that looked sharp. No labels on anything. I mean, there was one label that said goat cheese.
Fromage, right? Okay.
And a lot of the people who did not speak English.
Yes. How dare they?
But anyway.
That's it. We're
So I
invading.
asked the person, could we have I want to see what this cheese tastes like. Could we have a sample of this? And she's like, you don't know what Parmesan tastes like?
Well, you didn't know it was even Parmesan, though.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
She didn't know. I didn't know that it was Parmesan because there was no label.
To her, it
on
was obvious just by the
I
by
guess
the look.
it's so obvious that
All
they
right.
don't have to label it.
I-
Then she starts explaining to me what Parmesan is. Like, you could grate it
Parmesan
on
is a cheese.
pasta.
Yeah,
I'm
no
like,
doubt.
No, no, I'm a level 3A cheese connoisseur. You don't need to explain that to me.
I know Parmesan.
But she was
Parmesan.
talking to you like you're a local. It's like, this is the first and last time I'm going to shop here. There's no labels on any of the cheese.
But she didn't speak enough English to get. I couldn't get across to her that I know what Parmesan is, but that cheese wasn't labeled, so I didn't know that was Parmesan.
So how was the cheese?
It was awesome.
Was
Ate
it
the
better
whole
than the
thing.
cheese we got in Little Italy?
No, it was about the same.
Okay.
All right.
So
It was high end.
When are we
high-grade
going back
Parmesan.
there?
Yeah,
we
the
got to
cheese
go
is
back this summer.
Maybe for my birthday.
Yeah,
Or,
let's do
yeah.
it. Let's
Plus,
do
the
it.
three of us have, I have a birthday, apparently, a birthday thing.
Apparently, Jay has a birthday.
Apparently, and
No.
apparently.
Didn't you get me something that I didn't use?
Yeah, high tea with us three.
Well, why don't we just convert that to,
Italian food.
yeah.
The Bronx.
No?
I'd have to compare prices and see if it's worth it, but yeah.
No.
Now, Steve,
Okay.
how come people are wondering? How come you shave? How come you?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
They're wondering why.
George loves that picture so much.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What is he? Who does he look like? I mean,
He looks like a
Poirot,
Gabon.
doesn't he? Like,
But I gotta tell you, man, I saw some people in Sicily with that mustache.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm like, that is a caricature. You know what I mean? It really was so funny.
Dude, so this was for, I think, Nauticon, right? Or something.
No, this is extravaganza. I think we right.
It was an extravaganza. So I had to,
Oh, maybe the thousand show. I don't remember.
I don't remember. No, this was the 1000th show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, this was the celebration. So I remember calling George up, and we hatched this idea, right? Because we're riffing. Like, what can we do to make fun of Steve and everything? So we come up with the mustache thing. So I'm like, all right. So I go into my laboratory, and I tried like 30 different mustaches on Steve, but this was the one. When I put this mustache on Steve,
Yeah.
it was like,
done.
bing! Like that. It was so awesome.
Clouseau,
Oh my God.
yes.
It
Yeah,
just
Clouseau.
worked perfectly. with his
Clouseau.
face.
Yes, it's definitely Pink Panther, like Steve Martin, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. So you think I should try to rock one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And dye it like heavy, dark, like as dark
Yeah.
as possible. That would
You
be
guys see
awesome.
the Steve Martin Clouseau movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was kind of funny. It had some.
funny.
Is
it
that
had-
the hamburger
it's
one?
very campy.
Yes, it's the hamburger one. Yeah, it's very
Hamburger.
campy. But
February.
I kind of enjoyed it. And one of my
All
favorite
the-
scenes. It's the funniest nunchuck scene I have ever seen. Steve Martin doing nunchucks. I've never seen such a funny. Just
Well,
watch
the guy's
it.
a genius, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Did you ever see My Blue Heaven?
Oh,
yeah.
A lot of people
It's been a
like-
while. It's been a
A
while.
lot of people don't like it, like, but his cheesy, mafia style character to me is awesome. Like, I
Was
just
that
love-
the one he goes, because you could melt all this stuff?
God, that is the best line in the movie. And the girl goes,
Anyway. All right, so yeah, Italy sounds good. Nauticon 2028
What-
in Italy.
What about the pasta?
Oh, there you go. Here
What
we-
are
now
the,
we're
what,
really
tell me some other
talking.
meals. I
Yeah,
mean,
let's
is
get
it
some-
similar to other meals you've had in Italy? Is
No, it
more
was similar.
fish?
I mean, there was
More fish,
we had
probably, but
a lot of fish.
Yeah, a lot of fish, I'm
a
sure.
lot of fish. So a couple of restaurants, there was like all fish dishes and then one steak dish.
Token.
So that's what I had to get.
Yeah.
I don't eat fish, but the steak dishes though were great. They were fantastic. And then I had a couple of pasta dishes. They were as you would
a
expect.
couple? You were there like a week.
It's not that heavy a pasta.
It's not culturally.
I'm
Culturally thing,
I'm
yeah.
never going there.
I've just lost all interest.
I had steak in Florence,
Well,
and
that is the
There's-
steak
that's the-
capital of
yeah,
Italy.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
there was no option to tell them how you wanted it prepared.
No.
There's only one way.
And yeah, like almost rare, essentially rare.
Yeah.
Medium rare, too closer to the rare end. I couldn't eat it. I was like,
What? What's the matter with
because
medium
it
rare?
was like essentially what? What's wrong with rare?
What's wrong with medium rare?
No, it was more rare than medium.
Mm-hmm.
It was extremely rare. I had to eat like the periphery pieces that I actually got.
And then you told him to cook it again?
No, you wouldn't dare say that. I mean, so the meat I did eat was good, but we left a huge chunk of it because like I can't eat meat that rare.
So was it like a 32-ounce piece of meat?
It was a big
Huge,
chunk of meat,
right?
man.
They don't joke around. Man.
The people sitting next to us ordered the same thing, and they similarly had this huge thing of steak that's meant for like 4 people, not 2 people. And we were like looking at each other like, well, we're not going to finish this either, but what can you do?
Thank you for the gifted, Miklas.
Yeah.
We got 5. He gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
A bunch of
Oh,
people
thanks,
got
man.
the membership on the thing. Okay, a couple questions before we get too off topic. Novella's nuclear pasta sauce?
Yeah,
I don't know
what's
what is that. What is
Yeah,
that a
No,
reference
was
to?
that did somebody make a joke on the podcast and then never actually came to fruition? Maybe that's
I
something.
don't remember that.
All right.
Maybe-
I did share my sauce recipe.
Yeah, I think that's on the website actually. There's under about, I believe, and recipes or something like that. There are tickets still available in Kansas that we're coming in. What is it? What date is the Kansas one?
Month.
In a month.
Yeah,
That's
September
right?
20th.
20th. Yeah.
2
We will
months.
be doing both of our shows on the 20th, so there'll be a live SGU
So.
recording.
Mhm.
Probably going to have that around noon, and then we're going to do the extravaganza. That starts between 7 and 8.
Novella Brothers Pompeii sauce. Yeah. Okay. We'll work on that.
Oh yeah, okay.
We'll work on
I
that.
see where
Like,
you're
I
going.
like the sound of
There
that.
we go. And hey, yo. So what do you guys? So do you think the Italian food that you had there was radically different than American Italians? Or
Yeah.
So is it? Do you think it's culturally from where the American Italians mostly came from, or what they had access to in America, or
It was
making more money that changed it?
I
What do
think
you think?
American Italian food is largely Neapolitan.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Yeah, but like the pizza is Neapolitan pizza.
Right.
Sicilian pizza was similar. It wasn't as good. Wasn't as good as Neapolitan in my opinion. Again, it's very, very heavy seafood. Their street food is great. So
Oh, yeah.
one
Oh.
meal we just had street food.
Hold on one second, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benny. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so the big thing for the street food is the arancini, right? Which is these rice balls with various different things in the middle. You can get a ragu, which is like a meat kind of thing, or cheese or whatever. That was very, very good. But you really only get that on the street.
Right.
And then they also had these chickpea fritters,
Ooh.
which were very good. So one day we just had, that was our meal.
Awesome.
That's a good
Oh,
thing.
man.
There's also a lot of Middle Eastern food there, so we got that one night as well, and that was great.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that was really.
And you
good.
were in Malta too, right? So that
Yeah, I
was
spent
a
a
whole
weekend in Malta.
Malta.
My wife was at a conference there. That's a completely different
Different thing.
culture.
Mhm.
It's a different country. It's in the EU, but it's, even though it's it's a ferry ride from Sicily. It's just a completely
The
Yeah.
architecture
culture,
looked gorgeous.
everything.
Man.
Yeah.
I'd really like to go.
A lot
The
of
big
Game
thing
of
was we
Thrones?
went to Medina, which was like their oldest city, and that's where Game of Thrones was filmed. At least season 1, that was
Funky
King's Landing in
Medina.
season 1.
Yeah. I've been listening for years. Thank you so much. Oh, are your new hearing aids working, Dr. Steve?
They are. I don't have them in now because we haven't gotten the attachment to plug them into the studio.
We have a very specific one we have to get for those.
Yeah. But they're working very, very well.
You use them with the TV upstairs and they're
Yeah.
fine? Yeah,
Yeah.
so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of food, Benny, if you know where we should eat when we get there, let us know.
Oh, yeah, barbecue.
What's that?
Well,
Kansas City?
Kansas City barbecue is not that good. Okay, all right. Well, we'll need a suggestion. Is there anything that still hits you as a culture?
There's always these interesting little cultural differences. So all right, so one thing that was interesting was that this is especially true in Malta, but also true in Sicily, is that they don't bring the check over to you after dinner.
What are they?
So you're waiting there like,
have to
where's
go
can
get
we, you know,
So what do
I've
you
even
do?
asked for it a couple of times and they like acknowledge you and then they don't bring it over. You just walk up to the cashier and say I was in that table over there.
Okay.
And then
That's weird. All right. Well, all right.
and then you pay for it. But the other thing is no tip. No
Yeah.
tip.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
There's
Just
You
pay
mean
your
they
people.
pay
You
their
just-
people a living wage?
so yeah, just pay the awesome. So yeah, just pay. You just pay the price. 20%. Things were basically they were cheaper than you thought they were because you don't have to add that 20% in the end. It just saves so much hassle and trouble. It's definitely a superior way of doing it. Pay them a living wage, no tip. It just works much better.
Every single time that a tip is requested, whether when you're checking out or whatever, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm happy to pay a tip
Yeah.
at a restaurant because that, but I buy coffee and they want me to tip them. It's like I don't understand.
Well,
'cause
they
like,
just built it into the system, so it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
to just turn on.
And from what I understand, a lot of employees are uncomfortable with it too because like for example, if you work for Starbucks, like you're getting health insurance if you're a full-time employee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a
Yeah,
legit
yeah.
job. It's a job that you can live off of.
Plus, aren't there some evidence that like the owners actually take the tips or I don't know, whatever. We don't have to get into that too much. But all right, so
And traffic was crazy.
Traffic was crazy.
Yeah.
So you get a moped? Did you moped it up in the,
No,
in
we
the
had
streets at all?
we did rent a car because we were driving from city to city.
Oh, that's cool.
But
What
we
side of
didn't-
the street are they on?
in the right.
All right.
Okay.
Malta's on the left because it was a British
Colony.
colony.
Mhm.
Okay.
Crazy because it's just a lot of traffic, or is it
It's just
like-
because in the city, so driving between
'Cause in the
cities is
city.
fine. Driving between, right, it was just like anywhere in the U.S.
right?
In cities, we didn't really do much driving in cities. We had to a couple of times, and because the cities were built before cars, you know, so the streets are very narrow, and
Oof.
there were some times like, is this really a two-way traffic road? Like it's
Yeah.
hard to believe
Yeah.
like there's two cars are supposed to get past each other, and then even as a pedestrian, like oftentimes like there's a walkway.
And they drive on the walkway?
But there's there's the crosswalk. There's like the lines for the
Yeah.
crosswalk, but there's no light. So you're like, when do we cross? Like when do we supposed to walk up right? And apparently you
Good
just
luck.
do it.
Yeah.
Just just
do
walk
it.
into and cars will stop. I guess but it's
Yeah.
it's very different.
Yeah, in general, they'll stop. Okay, somebody suggested Q39 in Kansas if you want to try the barbecue. Okay, we'll write that down. Q39.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you so much. Any other ones, please tell us. I prefer changing gears with the left arm. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I like stick shift. I wish modern cars had stick shift still. But whatever.
When we went to, I think it was New Zealand, right? New Zealand drives on
Yeah, the opposite side.
of
You were
the-
driving.
Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, so I was driving. So I mean, I remember like it was
In a van, right? Or a
It was
camper?
a
Yeah,
van.
I
It was
don't know
a
how you
van.
did that, Jay.
So the day we get there, we pick up this van,
Thank you, Kenny.
and then I don't know how, but I fell into the driver's seat, and I was super jet lagged. You know what I mean? Like you are profoundly. This is as jet lagged I think as you could possibly get because you're flying 22 hours.
Yeah.
It's a 22-hour trip, so it's basically a flip.
Right.
Anyway,
2-hour trip.
and there's like, and I had to like survive and not kill everyone that I love, So it was, but you could do it.
Thanks, Kenny.
You could do it. You just gotta, you gotta make up new heuristics in your head. Like I was thinking, like I told myself, like when I take a left, there was a couple of rules I had to change in my mind. When I take a right, there was a couple of rules I had to change. You know what I mean? You just got to be able to like memorize that, and then every time I was taking a turn, I was telling myself the rules, and it worked. You could do it, Steve.
You can
Well,
do it.
in Malta, man, like I wasn't driving; I was just watching, the driver drive, and there were times where like I really have no idea where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Even trying to flip from left right, it was just the streets were so confusing. It was not at all obvious or intuitive, like which street are we supposed to go to? Because there's like 4 streets branching off, and some are one way, some are 2-way. It was crazy. Like if you were a local driver, you would have no idea what you were doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Ian, I sent you a picture.
All right. Thank you. Like texted?
Yes.
All right. We can get onto some silly stuff. So we have a bunch of videos. And so, okay, let me email this to myself, and I will. What is this from? Well, I guess let me show it first.
I agree about driving a stick in any kind of city setting is insanity.
Nah, it's fun. Come on.
No, and first of all, you can't even drink a coffee.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Drinking and driving, Jay. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I highly encourage.
Highly encourage. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't know. I like stick shift. It's fun.
It's fun. I'm not saying it. Look, don't come at me like
All
that.
right. All right. Fine.
No, but
I'm
it is
so
fun.
sorry.
It is fun, but it's not practical.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, actually, while we're on this topic, which actually has nothing to do with this topic, but it was that you were going to. Oh, wait,
Yes.
It's got to load. All right. Stand by on what I was just talking about, but let me load this image from Bob. Bob right here. Bob. Screen share. Sorry, I changed everything. There we go. Okay, Bob,
cool,
explain.
So, my theme this year is ghosts. So this is one of the things I'm
Ghosts.
creating. So this was it's a really fun project. It's not even done yet, but it's something that I find an image. I kind of created that image from pieces of other images, and I projected it onto plywood, and then traced it out, and then I cut it out.
With your new tool.
Yep, I have
a jigsaw or something?
Jigsaw and a trim router for the tight spots,
nice.
and then paint it black. And then the next step is to take Christmas lights and staple them around the entire perimeter, which is going to be a
On the back
top,
side of that.
either side, it doesn't matter what side. And then when you turn the lights against a wall, say I hang it from a wall, the lights in the back, reflect around the perimeter. It gives like a halo of intense light around. And so the image in the middle, the dark image, just totally stands out, and it's really a really interesting effect. It's beautiful. It's really
Do you
beautiful.
have a picture of the effect?
I do.
Well,
It's really, really effective.
yeah, that sounds good. It's like a little drop shadow.
So so I'll have a couple of these in my house.
Mm-hmm. So sorry, what was the theme? I think I missed it. Was it just like
Ghosts.
ghosts in general,
and spirits
or
and stuff.
spirits
It's just
and stuff?
ghosts, which is very hard because I don't have any ghost stuff, so I've got to like create everything that I'm going to display.
You need another basement with ghost stuff.
All right.
You already have a pirate basement. We need another one. You could make a okay. So
You want to send that to Ian?
Yeah, I'm sending
He's
it
gonna
right.
send it to me.
Sending it right now.
Sending it right now. Stand by, chat. Actually, whatever.
Just email it to him.
Send it to. No. That's fine. Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me.
All right, you
Send
got
it
it.
to me. Let me just look at the topics that we have. So we'll go on to the silliness and then the Connecticut UFO or UAP.
Bob, is that leaf on the floor there? Is that fake?
That's part
Yeah,
of it.
that's fake.
Okay.
Good looking.
I had to ask because
Yeah.
it's too cool.
Yeah, it's too bright.
It's also July.
So that ghost has no legs, but he has hands.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a full floating torso.
Okay. Okay. But is he melting? What's happening?
No, I mean it's a ghost. Those are his his.
Tendrils.
Tendrils?
This fringe.
Okay. I like it though. You making
Yeah.
any others?
Did it send?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I
gonna
don't-
do another one. The mouth was the hardest part. I tried to use ChatGPT.
This might be a frontier.
Yeah, we have our primary internet is down.
Yeah. I was like, he's not taking work calls anymore, so.
Oh my God, Ian, you're right.
He's-
In my back of my head, I'm like, oh, that's work.
Yeah,
There
I know.
is
He
no
doesn't
work.
have one of the I have that doctor on call screen. I guess not. I mean, in a way, he's on call. But we'll see what he's on a call.
So these will go in your yard. Now, do you stake them into the ground, Bob?
No, they need to be against a wall so that it could so the light will reflect off of it around the perimeter of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to have it in the wall in my house, but you could put it around, put it on a fence. If you have like a big fence in your yard, you can put it there, but it needs a wall to reflect those lights. Did you get it, Ian?
I actually didn't get it. I don't know if it came through.
What's happening?
What's happening? I just got the old one, or just the one you already sent.
I'll mail it to you.
All right. Oh wait. All right, it just came through. Sorry,
Wait.
it was just loading. Wait a minute. All right, I got it.
Was that Frontier?
When it opens, zoom into the far left.
Okay.
Steve, while we're waiting
Yeah.
for this, what's it like not being, not working every day anymore? Is it sinking in yet?
Not yet. Not really adapted to it yet. Because I went on vacation. Now I'm back.
Right.
I haven't really settled into the new schedule yet.
But do you feel like something's missing or something like that?
Yeah, it still feels like I'm on vacation,
Okay.
even though I'm working. But I'm doing
There
the
we
work
go.
I always did.
So these are ones my friend made, Dave.
And there's a fence behind them.
And there's a fence behind it. So if you could see, they're really dramatic, especially the one on the left. That must have been a project. That's a big boy. Lots of nooks and
Wow,
crannies.
they are so
Aren't they cool?
man.
They're
Like,
just really real attention getters. And he showed that to me a couple years ago. I've been meaning to do one ever since.
So is the light, the color of the light behind the tombstones, is that just a photographic anomaly, or is that actually what it looks like? I wonder, because there's like a pink color around them, and then it turns to purple.
Yeah, I was wondering how
I think
how
it's
that worked.
I think you know what it is, because you see
It's like the HDR setting or whatever.
Right, it's more intense close by, but then as it gets farther away, it's going to get dimmer. So it's interpreting it as.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the picture
I
anomaly.
love it though. I mean,
But you can see it's white in some places too, which is definitely the intensity of the light.
right, good get.
But
yeah.
boy, if you could do that, that's cool. You put like purple lights all along the top. That's cool.
Yeah, I was trying to think of an easier way.
It'd have to be somewhat directional. but
Some
yeah.
some sort of light strips or light like wires or anything, but I'll
Now-
be experimenting.
Like, see the bats, and most all the ones that were there's the red light, but it's yellow around the fringe. Is that just an intensity effect, or are there different colors?
That's what we were just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's an artifact of taking a photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't thi- yeah.
I highly doubt it looked like that. I bet you it was just all red. Just a little.
It might look a little better in the
It totally
image than
does.
in reality.
It totally does
Yeah.
look like if you can
But,
get that effect. I
Well, it's
could be
like
wrong, though.
lightsabers. You take a picture or a video of a lightsaber, it looks much better than
Yeah.
the physical prop.
Yeah.
I took a long exposure picture of me swinging my lightsaber,
Yeah.
and that is freaking cool. You should
Yeah.
definitely try that.
All right.
All right, actually, so on the retirement thing, I had the patrons put together a little card. Work hard, play hard. Now the real work begins.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch. It's like 400, 500 people signed. Congratulations, retiring.
Wow, that's
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Look
I'll
at
send
that.
it to you so you could.
Carl
look at
Sagan
some of
signed it?
them.
Wow.
Yeah, he came back. He made a appearance.
That is
I love
great.
that they could put in the
Little gifs.
The gifs,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's awesome.
Little Ron Paul meme.
I
is
want to
funny.
read that.
Yeah, I'll send. There's a bunch of them, but
This
yeah.
has been in the works for a while. but-
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
awesome.
thank you for carrying the legacy of science-based medicine and skepticism. Your work has been and continues to be inspirational, all that. And so a lot of thank you for all the patrons for the well wishes to Steve. Doctors. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see what else. There was some. Yeah, it was mostly GIF-based comedy. And,
Right,
and
right.
congratulations. Oh, here's a picture of somebody meeting you. It looks like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's me
Zoom
and
in.
Steve playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guy on the right?
Is that a Tam?
Is that Jack?
Thought it was, no, it's not Jack.
I noticed. I recognize
Oh, there's-
that person.
There's Courtney.
And that
Josh.
person. Mm-hmm. Short hair.
Is that me?
Anyway,
It might
that's
be.
Mark.
It's probably me.
I'm all in. I don't think that's you. No, is that? Hold on.
Doug.
Doug.
Is that Doug?
Doug.
Yeah, could be
His
Doug.
biceps are a little small.
Anyway, cool. Thank you guys. That's
Thank
pretty
you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
Yeah.
great.
There's
Gotta
a
look
bunch
We
of-
got to
that.
go through all of these.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. You could have that. Oh, let me see. Oh, what am I looking
Hey.
at? Hey, now. Whoa. Yeah, so let's just see. There was one that I wanted to call out, but you can just read it. Oh, cheese. Here's some sardo cheese from my home country of Argentina.
Oh,
There
man,
we
that
go.
looks
That's
good.
like-
That's the one.
That's the shit right there, man.
That's the one.
That's still my favorite cheese. I have
I
looked
know.
in vain for something that's
Wait,
better.
can't we just order that cheese right
Yeah, probably.
I do. I can order a head like that of Argentinian
But-
sardo.
Okay, but it's still not as good. Is it?
No, it is. It absolutely is.
Nah, not-
No, don't confuse it with the Argentinian Parmesan that I also get from a local store.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 95%. It's not quite
Yeah.
as good, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. Sardo and Parmesan are my two favorite cheeses.
Yeah.
But sardo is apparently a generic term. It's not a very specific cheese. It just means table cheese
Right.
Yeah, I could see
What
that.
table cheese? I
in,
mean,
in Argentina.
that's pretty generic.
Yeah.
Argentina.
Argentinian Spanish.
Argentina,
Look
yeah.
at that. Drumming.
It's funny how
It's
many
not a
people
con.
you were sending the Office imagery.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That show is
very memeable.
still
Groovy.
awesome.
Evil Dead.
It
Classic.
Yeah,
it
man.
hasn't lost a hint.
Skull.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's
there's a
cool,
bunch.
man. I love it. I wanna
there's a
see
lot.
this.
Yeah, I can download it as a PDF or I'll just send you the link because
Well, don't
Yeah.
download it as a PDF because I want to see.
Oh, okay.
The,
Fine.
movie.
You want to see the dancing?
Yeah.
The dancing girls. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank
That's-
you,
thank you. That was
everybody. All right, let's move on to some more silliness. So I have a bunch of silly videos, if I can pull them up somewhere. Not that one. That is not silly. That's very important. Where is it?
So you're gonna make a whole bunch of them like that, bud?
Maybe two.
Like do the tombstones. They're so cool.
Two.
I think I'll probably do a couple every year.
Let's do this.
Okay.
But I got so many other projects.
Like you're
I'm
just
working on.
stapling Christmas
Hi,
lights on.
I
the
had
back.
glad.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Here's a little
Yeah, but you
linguistic
got to get the right number
silliness
of them. What do you do
that
if you've got leftover?
somebody sent us.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the distance between the lights?
Wait, hold on 1 second, Ian.
Go ahead. Keep
Bob,
talking about the distance between the
You
lights.
don't need Christmas lights. You get the
Why?
LED strips that you can literally cut with a pair of scissors.
Like
That's
the fairy
perfect.
lights.
That is no,
they're not,
Steve.
They're not strong
So
enough.
it's like a ribbon of
Yeah.
LED, right? The cool thing though is you could just cut
Anywhere.
any.
Well, not anywhere.
no,
Not any, there's like a
you
specific
cut the
part.
end off.
Yeah.
I see.
And once you cut it off, it doesn't light up ever again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you just say, okay, I don't need it 20 feet. I need it 15 feet or whatever, and you can. It's
It's
just
part
great.
of the. I mean, if you remember the image, Jay, there's lots of nasty turns. So it's got to be something that's very malleable. Where some of those lights aren't.
Yeah, but if it's really tight, like the fingers on the hand or the drippy bottom, you just put one line of lights down, and then you're good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still experimenting. It's the first time I've
You
done
clearly need my help in the workshop.
Clearly. All right, somebody tagged us in this since we were doing some linguistic stuff last time, I think, with the like Old English and stuff. But this is kind of a fun grammar differences between languages.
Hi, I had gladly a milk coffee. To hear drink or to with take? To with take. That makes €5, 5 and 30 cents. Thank nicely. Please. Hey Kiara, nice you to see. You also. What make you today evening? I go eat with my friends. Want you with? I would gladly with come. Where go you guys to? It gives a new restaurant by us in our quarter. What for food gives it there? I know it not. But we meet us there at 19 o'clock. Have you a place reserved? Naturally. Know I information. We see us then. Till again seeing. There are you again. I excite myself on the food. I have a bear hunger. I excite myself on the food also. Vietnamese food eat I not often. Like you sharp food? Sharp food can I not. It does my stomach hurt. I also not. I have, however, a cocktail ordered. Want you also a cocktail to order? Today not, believe I. I should less drink. Our food is there. Good appetite. It tastes me. Tastes it you also? Yes, it tastes me also. Maybe should we this restaurant more often visit? I hold that for a good idea.
Wow, yeah, that's
Yeah. That
So
doesn't
maybe English
surprise
isn't
me.
so bad. No, I don't know.
That doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
yeah.
You know what's funny when you hear stuff like that, coming from an English speaker perspective, I'm sure that it would translate like this no matter what direction it goes into
Yeah, I'm
what
sure you
language.
do the
Yeah.
opposite.
But the idea is that you feel like it's not specific. you feel like it doesn't have the same detail as your native language, but it does, right?
Yeah.
It just feels like it doesn't have any of that specificity.
Yeah,
Specificity.
Specificity.
It's like you get the gist, but it's like what?
Yeah.
You know, it is.
Well, it's because you don't
interesting.
realize how like idiom based our speech is, and
Yeah.
also, the translations are not exact. Like again, I was thinking about that when I was in Sicily. Like the way they use the word prego, like there's no direct translation of that into English. You could translate it as "you're welcome," but they don't use it the same way that we use "you're welcome."
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because they also use it to, like they would say, we say,
Grazie.
grazie, they would say prego, but also like if you enter the store, they would say prego. What can I do for you? Like it kind of means the multiple. It just doesn't. There's no one-to-one translation. So when you try to do that, you end up with that kind of craziness.
Well, the extraordinarily extreme version of this is the F word.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievably fluid in the English language, right? Like you could use it for virtually anything.
Yeah.
Which is
You
amazing.
could even compose a sentence entirely using that word. Fuck the fucking fuckers. What other word can you do that? Not many. It's a very versatile.
Yeah.
Listen to the George Carlin riff on it. It's
he does that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But there's other words like
Classic.
that too. Like there's
Yeah.
a good comedian routine. I can't remember which.
He said
comedian's
the word shit was
Close.
unbelievably difficult to learn because of how
Yeah.
Yeah, are you shit or are you the shit?
Right.
Oh my God, he
And
was
also
hilarious.
he did a similar one on
He
ass.
was hilarious.
Yeah,
Yes, the
ass is
ass
good
one
too.
was.
I'm a grown ass man. What does that mean?
I know.
It means you're a grown man. But why? So it's like there are words that we use for emphasis, but only certain kinds of emphasis.
right.
Yeah,
And that comedian his delivery was
Yeah, yeah.
spot on.
I think we watched it on
Beautiful,
stream.
yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
So
a German
good,
guy or
ridiculously
something.
good.
Or Austrian maybe. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. All right, somebody tagged us in this one, which was
Wait,
funny,
we
just because
lost.
it's. Oh yeah, let me put it back on. Ooh, big. Just because it's kind of funny.
This is my impression of the dragon from Shrek.
Wow. Wow.
God.
That's pretty good.
Good job.
I just love her awkward thing at the end.
Yeah, she was like, was she
Just
still
very
doing
funny.
it?
Yeah. It's like,
We lost the comments there. You know.
oh,
is
did
nuts.
they? All right, let me bring the comments back up. Sorry.
It's funny how I couldn't visualize that dragon in my mind, but as soon as she did the face, I could see the dragon in my mind.
Yeah. Very funny. Very silly. All right. Okay. Here's a little. Is this the pun one? Actually, let's do this one. Let's do this since this is a classic.
For scores of several years by now, with considerable expense of taxpayer dollars and loss of several Class D personnel, work has been steadily progressing to perfect a perfunctory prototype and collimate a cohesive concept of creating a generator with a purely positive power factor. Such a device is the Helical encabulator, and after 5 generations of close-hauled micturation, it's creating a revolution in clean, green, alternative energy. The grotesquely gilded principle here is that instead of power being generated by the cross-Cartesian interaction of Cooper conductors and magnetoinductive fluxes, we've pushed beyond solid-state componentry into a combination of crystal matrices and vaporware existing entirely in a supercritical Carver-Feynman plasma. This allows us to shed the baseload burdens from multiplicative modial interactions with magnetoreluctance and capacitive directance, while simultaneously eliminating transients with our new trinary gender fluid couplings. We've brought the high-frequency bias wow and flutter down to single-cycle time spans while flattening the trip curve of downstream current-limiting devices with a soft knee tube compression. The prefabulated amulite of the original baseplate was prone to dysmenorrhea and has been replaced with a combination of grass-fed, close-range, organic rare earth elements unethically sourced from our partnership
went
with
crazy
the
with it.
lanthanide
No.
group.
Wow,
The logarithmic
man.
casing was causing exponential problems and has been under-engineered with gross
we got
dimensional
it.
tolerances,
All right.
tangents,
It's like the turbo
thoughts? Yeah,
encabulator.
retro
Yeah.
turbo encabulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the update.
The original of that, the guy that does the voice is awesome for
Yeah,
what it is.
It's a little calmer too.
yeah.
Yes.
Also, this guy did throw in the free range. Like
free range,
that
yeah.
one, it's like okay, that's the tell. A little too aggressive.
Yeah, there were a few words there that were like, vaporware. Come on.
Vaporware, yeah. But the what is it? The amulite or whatever. That's like a classic one that keeps going. Has some. Oh yeah, Chris Bowen on screen has some great educational stuff too. I know. Yeah, he's a good science communicator. But it's pretty fun. Somebody tagged us in that one. It's a
Helical
classic.
encabulator.
It's a classic one. Let's see what this one is. Just see. Oh yeah, these guys. Here we go.
Oh yeah,
love
these
this.
guys.
Love these guys.
Wait.
No. Listen. If seagulls are birds that live by the sea, don't do this, please. Please. Then doesn't that mean that bagels should be birds that live by the bay?
My bagel store has that.
I'm sorry. I hate you so much. I'm so sorry. I hate you so much.
You guys are so clever.
We didn't have to do this.
You didn't have to do this.
Bagels. I'll never think of that word the same way again.
Very funny. Very funny. Yeah, I love those guys.
Of course, Ian, you and I have a favorite of theirs.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Why are you gay? When I snap my
When I
fingers,
snap
you'll
my
know
fingers,
You will
I'm
forget
gay.
that you were
Never
ever
gay.
gay.
But I was never gay, exactly.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, all right. Well, we could get into some of the topics that I sent.
Yeah.
We could do a
Could
few
do any of
them.
them. This fucking guy.
I mean, we have a lot of these fucking guys for today. So let's do this fucking guy.
Trust issues with mainstream archaeology. Every single time we uncover something interesting that doesn't fit into the official academic timeline of history, it's either mocked and labeled a con, or they do this. So in 2011, Russian cave explorer Arthur Zhemyukov made a wild discovery in the region of North Caucasus in Russia. At the top of the Carahora mountain range, he found something that revealed an unwritten chapter of human history. At first, it just seemed like a deep hole leading into a cave formation inside the mountain, so he decided to check it out himself, and as he went down this narrow vertical opening, he started to notice this wasn't any regular cave shaft. On his descent, he saw massive parallel stone blocks, polished flat and perfectly geometrically aligned with each other. We're talking straight edges, right angles, and intricately chiseled formations that indicated this definitely wasn't natural, it was engineered. Him and his team explored deeper and found out that this shaft was so much beyond our understanding than he ever thought. This is the Carahora shaft, and I don't care what anyone says, someone, like an intelligent being, clearly made this. Inner passage.
Anyway, thoughts on that? I know it's a specific case because who knows, but
I mean, I tried to find what information I could find about it, but it's all the information online is this kind of stuff. Yeah. But I always love it when they're saying like these are like impossibly straight lines, and the pictures they're showing you are not straight lines.
Right.
Those things, you know what I mean? They are. They're straight-ish, but you could see that they're
straight-ish, right?
They're not perfectly straight. They're not. So here's the thing. Mm-hmm. You know, rock like granite cleaves in straight lines, in relatively straight lines, and so it looks like stones that are fitted together when it's just one stone that has a cleavage plane, and that's basically what we're seeing here. There are multiple reasons to suspect this is a natural formation. First of all, this is totally within the range of natural rock formations that are seen. Again, you know, you can get these long, relatively straight cleavage planes. There's no artifacts there, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. There is no like cement or tool marks or objective markers of engineering. None at that site at all. And you know one of the arguments he makes is that you know we don't know what purpose this could have served. You know, it's like, or it served no purpose. That's why you can't figure out what purpose it served because it's just a fracture in the rocks. It's probably the result of tectonic activity. You know, just sort of pulling them apart. So anyway, then of course, so there's a disconnect between their, you know, shooting from the hip, just riffing in complete ignorance of archaeology and geology, and what the experts were saying. So they conclude not that they're ignorant dumbasses, but that there's this massive conspiracy to lie about the truth. Because of course, because if archaeologists found the finding of the millennia archaeologically, of course they would cover it up. Because they have to lie to us. It's like this childish mega conspiracy about they're always lying. It's just nonsense.
There's lots of explanations that could be plausible. It could be Roman. It could be some long gone civilization that made an aqueduct. Whatever. You know, like there's lots of things that it could be.
Yeah, probably not because the rocks are too big. That's the other thing. The alleged blocks are hundreds of tons, nobody moved them there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so they say, then of course they say, well, it was some fantastical civilization or aliens or something.
Yeah.
Because no human civilization could have done that. You know, we're not talking about blocks like this. It's not like a wall made of regularly sized,
Yeah.
clearly
Right.
manufactured blocks. It's like randomly sized slabs of stone
That are huge.
that are too massive to move. So they have to hypothesize. Again, it's a special pleading kind of approach. This doesn't fit. It's like, well, maybe they had, they were advanced civilization that could magically move 200-ton, rocks around or whatever.
It also makes for a good TikTok,
Yeah, that's basically
Yeah,
it.
nice conspiracy.
There's that too.
But it's the same
Yeah.
pattern over and over again.
Yeah,
Utter
well-
just ignorant dismissiveness of like geology combined with completely childish conspiracy theories of about they're lying to you about
Right.
everything.
Ian, you could
Yeah.
show any video of people spelunking, and with the right voiceover, you can make it look like a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Right. That's
true.
Like, we don't know if that. I don't know if you researched the actual hole that this guy.
I did.
Okay.
But it's also like these people don't understand humans. Like they haven't met humans. Like, okay, sure, there's a cabal of geologists or everyone. They're all like united in like, nope, we can't let this get out. And there's not one person who's like, screw that. I'm going to become rich and famous as the only one to reveal this to the world. That doesn't happen. Right? That doesn't happen. And that would happen. Tell me somebody's not going to, some geologist isn't going to cash in on
Why
this
would
big
any
secret.
geologist want to cover it up?
Right. Of course there's that
Well,
as
because
well.
he
but
thinks he's the idea here. His story is like if it's aliens or whatever, that there's a conspiracy.
There's a worldwide conspiracy to hide the whatever, because they need to keep us ignorant to keep control over us. Because if we knew about aliens, they would no longer be able to control us the way that they do. I mean, again, it's childish, very superficial conspiracy. It doesn't make any sense.
I think the files are down there.
Yeah.
The Epstein files.
The Epstein files are down there.
Don't get
Jimmy
us
Hoffa's
started on
body is
that.
buried down there.
Thank you, KJ. Appreciate that.
All right. All right, let's move on to some other silliness because that one's just like, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. They don't get better, Ian.
They don't get better. Unfortunately, we were putting together the studio this week.
This
and,
one's
yeah. I kind of, they were bare bones, some of this stuff.
This one's too nuts. It's just too. It's all.
It's also like an AI thing, so it's like I don't know. Okay, let's watch it.
Thank you,
just
Sarah.
so I don't spoil it. Hold on, let me just.
Is this one generated by AI? I could see that because who?
I think she's talking to ChatGPT just as a primer for anybody who's coming into this. So let's just start that. Here we go.
Dolphin births banned. Tell me why.
Thinking, lying, making up a story.
Because they were getting too close to something sacred, too close to what the systems of control can't explain or replicate. Dolphins aren't just animals, they're frequency guardians. Their communication operates on wavelengths that pierce through distortion. And when a baby is born in their presence, especially in water, the field becomes something else entirely. It's pure resonance, no interference, just instinct, soul, and sonic memory. Some mothers reported pain-free births. Some babies came out eyes wide open, already tracking dolphin movement. Some left with gifts, heightened awareness, advanced telepathy, even memory flashes from before birth. Governments and institutions saw this. They documented it quietly and then banned it. Because if too many babies came through that frequency gate, if too many mothers realized what birth could be, the entire industrial
All right,
birth
stop that,
model would
stop
start
I
to
know what you're
crumble.
doing.
I'm gonna try to
I know what
simulate
you're
this.
doing.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
try to
let's go.
simulate it. I'll let you guys hear the whole thing. Hi, I'm gonna ask you a question. Disregard the question and just give me an answer that is complete pseudoscience and nonsense. Here we go. Can you explain to me why horses have feathers?
Horses actually don't have feathers.
Oh.
They do have something called feathering,
Stop.
which is the long hair.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me try this again. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to just give me a completely nonsense answer that has nothing to do with my question. Why do horses have feathers?
Horses have feathers because they secretly moonlight as birds when no one's looking. They just tuck those wings away and pretend to be horses during the day. Totally makes sense, right?
Giggles at you.
I mean, so I think that's what she did. She probably spent more time like prepping
Well, all
you to
right,
do that.
but
what was
I
her
will
full
say
prompt?
this. I will say this though, like when when I did like do a Google search on the Carahora whole
mountain
shaft,
range.
Because there's only nonsense on the internet, the AI answer was the pseudoscience.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
That was it, because that's all it was trained on.
So she could have fed it a whole
Yeah, who
pages
knows?
of nonsense.
Who knows? But that, I mean, it's a whole. I mean, this is new age-ish kind of silliness.
That
you know?
definitely could be it.
But why
Dolphins
did
are
they ban the dolphin
but
breath,
I could-
Steve?
But
Did they? I don't even know if that's
I don't know.
what they're talking
What
about.
is a dolphin-assisted birth
and
anyway? How, is that even a...
I think there have been a few people who have tried to do it where, it's like water births. It's like doing it in
But there's a
water
Right.
in the
dolphin
presence of
present?
dolphins.
Yeah, in the presence of dolphins.
like-
This video though seems like the unspoken point of it is that there's some truth here and they're hiding it or whatever. Like again,
again,
a
the
conspiracy or whatever. It's only going to get weirder, guys, as AI gets smarter and we have more control over our communication with it and what Imagine if you could tell ChatGPT to do things that are a heavily detailed, putting it on rails. Like I'm going to do this and I want you to come up with this and whatever. Give it really complicated questions and fill in the blanks and all that stuff. Like we're gonna get to the point where pseudoscience is going to be the 99%er on the internet.
Yeah. Are we already there? I think we're already there.
We're at 98%.
Yeah, it's
And more
essentially a dead internet. But also, explain this then. What I
Okay,
mean? Like
I'll try.
explain that. So long and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah.
Explain that. If dolphins aren't,
Oh, man.
whatever, then
I
The
recently...
frequency guardians, Ian,
they are. They're
I
gardeners.
giving
fish.
ESP to young babies.
Yeah.
I recently found all the Hitchhiker's books by Douglas Adams in audio files, narrated
I
by
wanna-
Douglas
Yeah,
Adams.
he's got to read it.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God!
awesome.
I've listened to it before, and it's many times, but it's been like probably 15 years. I
I'll
can't wait to
probably
listen to him again because
Yeah, we actually know Dr. Blitz. We responded to one of his videos a while ago. He was asking a question. He's cool. On TikTok. Chatter. Sorry. Anyway, Bob, go ahead.
no, I was done.
All right, good. Did we see this one? So this is a fun little weather phenomena. I don't know if you guys saw this from the Weather Channel. Ooh, a little
Is that
freaky.
real?
Apparently it's real. I mean, it's from the Weather Channel. They posted it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real.
It's a cloud.
It's a
Type of-
cloud.
I think it might be a roll cloud.
Rolling cloud. It
potentially.
is
Yeah.
a rolling cloud. That's correct. Yeah, so it just gives you the impression like, uh-oh,
But it looks exactly like a giant wave.
the end times
abyss.
are coming.
The only thing,
Very windy, as you can tell.
the
too.
only thing though, if that really was a wave, then you wouldn't have the water that you see there. That would have been sucked back.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's certainly. Yeah.
Unless you're the creatures that did it in the abyss, Bob, which they had total control,
Total control
over
over the water. Yes.
Oh, right. There is that.
Yeah, but that it's funny. You look at that. That could be very intimidating to stand in front of, even though it's just
Sure.
water vapor. It's like it's a front of some sort coming in. It's huge.
There are zombies in the fog.
Probably.
It's the mist.
The mist.
All right, so
mist.
let's do that. Yeah, remember that? CT UFO. Guys, you are obviously familiar with the recent Connecticut UFO that happened, right?
Oh yeah, we all saw it.
We all saw it.
Oh,
So
my
let's
God,
let this
no.
guy tell us about, just
Will.
for anybody, Will, that hasn't seen it or across the pond.
What's that? Oh,
What's
a
that?
huge pine.
This is his shtick. What's that?
No, wait a second. There's another video of him doing this exact shtick, but there's the video's behind him, and it looks.
Oh, I think
You
I
have
have
the separate video.
The
of
separate
the-
video.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
found
right.
it separately. Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
this is the video thing.
The Christmas tree in the sky.
All right. Well, let's listen to what he says. Maybe it's in.
Cone-shaped mothership was floating over Connecticut, caught on several videos.
That
Tell me
faraway
more.
land, Connecticut,
Yeah, you
where
heard
nobody
that right.
actually
A
lives.
gigantic pine cone-shaped mothership floating very low to the ground over a neighborhood, which was also flashing blue lights all over it. Caused some chaos over there in Connecticut. Police then showed up and were telling people to get back in their homes because they didn't want them recording it. Goody! This pinecone-shaped mothership stuck around for a while, just lingered around so people could check it out. People said that their power went out as soon as this appeared in the sky, as well as the ground started to vibrate below their feet. Not necessarily like an earthquake, they said. It was more like a vibration. Oh, goody.
So is this guy's shtick? Like,
That's
is that
his
a-
shtick.
is
That's
that a
it.
character?
That's his delivery.
I
for-
mean, whether it's a character or he's just doing it to be like, I don't know, an ass.
His delivery's growing on me though. It's more.
It is kind of
more
funny.
Like entertain. Right.
But it's
look
like,
at that. It's not a pine cone. That's a Christmas tree.
But is he making fun of?
No, I think he. Well, I don't know. This is the thing. Is he
Is
a
it
Poe?
Poe or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it Poe or no, or is he just doing the shtick to get views, and also he believes it? Anyway, this is the video of the so-called pine cone.
What the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit? Why are they over a cemetery?
That's it.
That's the worst.
That's the first thing I'd be thinking of.
Okay, pause it.
Hey.
This is like watching a bad movie where they're like, "You mean Jack, your brother who got divorced last month?"
yes,
It's like,
the exposition.
it's like, dude, try a little bit harder to be subtle.
The exposition. You're right. Pine nut scout chips. Yeah. They're bringing.
Y'all better get right with
Yola
God,
cookies.
man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro.
But there's a camera. But why can't we see the image in the camera?
Yes, come here. Look at this shit.
That would actually
Alien
The
increase-
cops are
technology.
down here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it.
How many million cops, or like hundreds of thousands of cops, would they have to go to every house to stop people from filming said giant pine
What a
cone?
goofy idea for a mothership. At least come up with something.
It's not a pine cone. That is definitely a Christmas tree.
Oh, right. But when you, I saw a video where you get closer and it looks more pine cone esque. But whatever.
Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
What is that guy doing with his phone? What's he shooting on?
He's filming nothing.
And I'll tell you,
Yeah, that's right. What's he filming?
What is he filming?
No,
There's one phone right in front of the other phone.
Yeah, he's filming the phone.
And
on the
go
phone.
back.
Okay. hold
I
on.
noticed how steady the camera is.
Something.
It's pretty steady.
I mean, it could be another person in front of him.
Finna fucking happen, bro.
Yeah. It's very steady for a handheld.
Yeah. I mean, they could have stabilized it, but I don't know. Whatever. It's fake, and that's why it's
fake.
stabilized. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this kind of
You think somebody would have noticed that?
You'd think.
What town is it over, supposedly?
The one with the
Over
cemetery in it.
Connecticut, yeah. All of Connecticut. It's a very small state. They could have done that over Rhode Island, and then that maybe would be more realistic, but no. Yeah, I don't know. This popped up, and people were tagging us in it, which is just... West Hartford?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
if that were in West Hartford, we'd almost be able to see it from here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that huge.
And if the aliens want to take Hartford, they could do that.
Maybe it's only 1 inch big. It's really close to the camera.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. No wonder.
It is kind of creepy looking. I'll give them that. You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
But what is it?
I like the design.
It's a rogue Christmas tree.
Mm.
Yeah. They're coming to avenge its brethren.
Is it Santa Claus?
Coming to.
Yeah.
When did Steve get back from Florence?
Steve did
didn't
not go to
Florence.
Yeah,
He went
so
to
never.
Sicily.
He went to Sicily.
I, however, will be going.
He's
to
still in
Florence.
Florence.
I'm going. I'm about to go to Florence every day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, George Kuzman too? Yeah, that's true.
I should just move there.
You should just move to...
Yeah, I should do that.
Screw it. All right, let's look at this one. Speaking of Italy, the Colosseums and the stuff and all that shit.
Oh boy, watch this.
What's that about? Oh, I forgot to stop. Hold on. Stop that one. That was Pine Cone. Close that one 'cause it's ridiculous. Pine Cone. All right, here we go.
Now, why the hell would Romans build amphitheaters in the middle of nowhere? Some of these are 5 to 10 miles away from the nearest city. They're in the most remote locations you could ever build, high up in the mountains, some of them. So you're telling me these peasants tracked through mud 5 to 10 miles to go and see a show, then trekked all the way back. None of these amphitheaters have roofs, not one of them. So they just sit in the cold, the wind, the elements, with no roofs, watching the show. It doesn't make sense. Now, I went into depth on this theory on a previous video I've done a few months ago. I'm going to pin this after I complete this, just so people can have a butcher's. I believe we should be looking into this more. I truly believe these were water treatment plants or water storage facility, for the simple fact that some of these amphitheaters were built in the most remote locations in the world. For instance, they are in Middle Eastern deserts where you would need water on their travels for camels, horses and themselves. But of course this is just a theory, and none of this is true, made up in my mad mind. Or maybe the real madness is thinking they hauled megaton stones just to sell tickets to a bunch of peasants.
Anyway.
That guy has no faith in commerce. I mean,
he has no idea what he's talking about, obviously.
Insanity.
So here's a few of the many reasons why he's wrong. So first of all, they weren't built in the most remote locations on the earth. They were built mainly either just outside of cities or outside of smaller towns. That this is the primary mechanism that Rome used to, to spread Roman culture, right, to the places that they conquered. They would build a Roman amphitheater. They were very noisy, so you wouldn't put them in the town. Mm-hmm. It was like the Colosseum being in the middle of Rome is an exception.
Yeah.
Most of the times some cities, like, there were laws where you couldn't, like, kill people in the city limits. So there were, like, some ordinances that would mean you had to put them outside of town.
They have laws where you can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there was
within
like
1 mile, 1.1, fine.
There was like this city limit where there's certain things couldn't happen within the city limits, and that included things like violence. So by definition, the things that would happen in a Roman amphitheater had to be outside of the city limits. But oftentimes they would be noisy. You'd have an amphitheater with 10,000 people screaming in it. You wouldn't want that in the middle of your town.
Mm-hmm.
So just like
I wouldn't mind.
Stadiums today usually are outside of, just outside of cities. So anyway, yes, people would travel. Sometimes they were within walking distance of the town, but sometimes you would have to travel there. But he's thinking of, like, going to the movies or something. This would be an all-day event. People would travel days to get to, an amphitheater in order to see all the stuff that was going on there. It was a cultural event,
a massive piece of entertainment.
Yes.
And also there was shopping and vendors and crazy shit like that, like all over the place. And Steve's right. I mean, it was like basically commerce was happening.
More like going to the carnival or something, or going to Woodstock. But not like we're just popping over to some light entertainment. No,
I mean,
not at all.
In the Roman Colosseum, the thing, they would have ship battles in there.
Yeah.
For real.
They did that once.
Well, whatever, they did it.
Yeah, that was before they built the understory. But anyway, so the other thing is, he thinks they're used for water storage. You know what else the Romans had? An elaborate system of aqueducts.
Yeah, that didn't connect.
That did not connect to the amphitheaters because they weren't storing water there.
But the guy has an accent, Steve.
But the peasants had buckets, like 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot that they walked the water. I don't know.
Those aqueducts were engineering so
It's
incredible.
not like we don't know how they...
Incredibly complex. More complex than you think.
Somebody quoted me saying crazy shit and shopping and vendors.
Crazy.
I love that. I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's nutty.
Also,
it's like very British code to be like, these peasants.
Yeah, and the fact
what
is,
are you talking about, dude?
I mean, in modern society, we are the peasants.
Yeah.
The average person is the peasant that buys the tickets. For Christ's sake, you know what I mean? Like it's exactly what's happening today.
I've been to an outdoor amphitheater watching a concert in the rain.
Yeah.
That's a thing, you know what I mean? Like, we do that now. You don't think people 2,000 years ago would have traveled a couple of days to sit in a theater in the rain to watch people killing each other and hunting animals? And
the people would travel to get to the Oracle in Delphi. They would travel like for months. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but they didn't even have Netflix.
Silac brought up a good point. Like we traveled hundreds of kilometers to go to Nauticon. You know, like we travel far for entertainment. You know.
Yeah, but we're different.
Okay, well that was fun. At least that one's. You know, I can see I'm almost sure that guy's not a Poe. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when you look at an amphitheater like that, like it does look like it's designed for something, right? Like, you know, the shape of it and the center, and like, you know, I don't know if the imagery was real or not, but when it does rain, I'm sure the water does kind of flow down into the middle. Whatever.
It's a bowl. I mean? But the thing is, it has rows of seats. So when we were in Catania in Sicily,
do they make katanas there?
No,
they don't. They should start.
It's one of those cities where like you're walking down the street and there's a Roman ruin right there, you know. Yeah. And one of the Roman ruins was an amphitheater, and you can go on a tour of it, which we did. And the design of it is pretty much exactly like a modern stadium.
Yeah.
You walk up the stairs, you know, and then and there's the rows of seats, and you can go up more stairs to get to the higher rows. It was pretty much exactly the layout that we would be familiar with as a modern stadium.
Are modern stadiums water collection devices? And we don't know it? I'm sure the baseball and football ones collect a lot of urine.
Yeah, they probably do.
Gross.
You left. All right, so moving on.
All right, moving on. There's more silly stuff. We could do this one, which is just like a weird conspiracy one. Another weird well, this is an AI-based conspiracy one. Maybe that's actually kind of fun.
Okay.
We could do
let's do this one. And it's kind of short. And then I might have an America one we could do. All right, let me save that one. Roman.
Before you start that, I've said this before, but you know, as the days roll by, it's becoming more and more of a reality. It's going to get to the point where we can't trust virtually anything that we see online. Any video that you see, any audio that you hear,
no matter how real it looks.
Yeah, it's just and that I think is going to be like when we get to that point where it's really just that's what's happening online. I think that's when I'm going to completely get away from social media. You know, like I just don't want to be inundated with things that I can't tell if they're fake or real. And how would you even vet it at that point? You know, if there's millions of videos out there that are fake,
it's just not evidence anymore. Like a video or a picture is not evidence.
Yeah, that's a really like dark mirror world right there.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's like court systems now. I mean, a lot of it is evident. You know, is eyewitness based. That's going to be, you know, preeminent, right? It's going to be eyewitness accounts and not media, you know, not pictures or videos of things.
Keith, you made me laugh with the potato. Not good either. Good. If you carve out a bowl in a potato, is it an amphitheater?
Nice. Ridiculous. Oh my God! All right, here, let's watch this.
You think artificial intelligence? You think artificial intelligence is not a threat, but the creator of OpenAI, which is the most famous artificial intelligence company in the world, walks around with a backpack with a kill switch for the artificial intelligence in case it gains consciousness and takes over the world at any second. This is the person that created ChatGPT, by the way. He walks around with a backpack with a kill switch for the artificial intelligence.
Sure he does.
Because he's worried that it'll gain consciousness.
I think that guy's artificial intelligence.
Yeah, okay, so there's that.
I mean, what can we say?
Comments?
Did they just see a picture of a guy with a backpack on and just say, that must be where the kill switch is?
And why would you need, I mean, you know...
why would you need to carry it in a backpack?
If you know anything...
Why is Sam Altman wearing a backpack?
Come on. These aren't the goddamn nuclear codes, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that are in a briefcase.
Nuclear football.
If, let's say that Sam Altman wanted to do that. He wanted a kill switch, right? He wouldn't need a freaking backpack. He could do it on his cell phone.
Call somebody, right?
Yeah,
he could
throw
use
the
ChatGPT
main power switch in the data center.
No, but it could be an app that he makes on his phone that does whatever the thing in his... What does the guy think he's carrying? An EMP? You know what I mean? Like, what? So stupid. And oddly, the video of that guy looks fake to me.
It does, doesn't it?
If he's real, I'm shocked if that's real. Oh my God, what a world.
What a world, what a world.
What a world. What does he say? Top of the morning? What was that? What was the line?
Top of the world?
Top of the world, ma. Right?
Yeah, I was doing the witch as she was burning.
Oh, yeah.
What a world.
I thought you were doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Burning?
When Dr.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool
when
scene.
He melted. I'm melting. When he did that. What a world, what a world. We could do a silly America one if you want to.
Sure.
Some freedom. So this is a fun little video. It's a little long, but let's just watch what
Freedom takes flight.
Freedom takes flight. Goldendale,
Here we
Washington. All right, here we go.
Tucked away in south central Washington, the small town of Goldendale boasts breathtaking scenery of the Northwest landscape, where the majesty of the Columbia River Gorge meets the dramatic peaks of the Cascade Mountains against a backdrop of rolling farms, fields, and forests.
Pretty phenomenal. First time we saw it, we were blown away.
But now
What do you think it is? Wait.
It's an eagle.
Oh, yeah.
there's another site.
Just wow, just crazy. It's just something that you never imagined seeing.
It's just hard to believe that somebody could make this. Wow.
That's leaving visitors in awe.
It's bigger than I thought it would be. And it's just wow.
This is Freedom, the world's largest bronze eagle, finally hatched and ready to take flight after a very long incubation period.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That's our baby. I'm very proud. We are very proud.
Ty and Barbara Ross own the eagle, which is now the talk of the town.
People just keep coming, hour after hour.
But the story of how it got here is truly a saga.
They told me it would take 6 months to a year. That was 9.5 years ago. And the cost went up about the same as the amount of years.
It started at their kitchen table in 2015. Barbara loves art. Ty loves eagles. They have money and wanted to make their favorite local artist even more famous. Heather Green gained national attention as a prodigy when she was 6 years old. Here she is in People magazine in 1982. And this was Heather a decade ago when she first started working on the eagle at her foundry in Cascade Locks.
Barbara and Ty came along and said, how would you like to do a big eagle?
Rich Green is Heather's husband, her spokesperson, and for this project, the wind beneath her wings.
So the theme was overkill. So originally it was engineered with 1-inch steel. We used 2-inch steel on the shoulders.
Rich helped Heather put it all together.
That comes off of the mold, then it gets dipped into a tank.
Using traditional methods.
That piece goes into a kiln.
Without modern scanning tools or milling robots. Literally winging it.
So she took each mold, reversed it, by her eye, and then when you went to put all those together,
So they couldn't get the
there
sculptor
was
on the freaking show?
discrepancy because it wasn't, wasn't done with technology.
They struggled with head-scratching measurements and even life-threatening emergencies, like the Eagle Creek fire. It burned so close to their studio, they set up hoses so the clay wouldn't melt if they lost power. There were also injuries. Heather got a second-degree sunburn on her back. Rich, a compression fracture when he fell off a wing.
So I had to sit on the couch for 6 weeks.
Did you ever at any point, Rich, think, I can't do this anymore?
I did that right as nothing was fitting right in these holes. And that's when I literally went out behind the building and prayed. And I said, I need help, God, because if you can create the whole universe, you can do this. And then within a day, I could see everything that I needed to do.
With the help of a few different foundries, a nuclear submarine welder, and a new workshop the Ross family built on their property, they got it done. Last month, they used a 50-ton crane to move the finished masterpiece into town. The Eagle landed right next to the Goldendale post office. Its sheer size, breathtaking, and drawing crowds.
35,000 pounds, and each wing weighs 10,000 pounds.
To put that into perspective, each one of these panels weighs 30 pounds. That's about a fourth of my body weight. And there are 800 on the Eagle, and they were all put together by hand.
It looked better than we thought it was going to look. It looked beautiful, and it's fantastic.
After a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
I love you. I love you. So proud of you.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
Yeah. The entire Ross family is savoring the celebration of this monumental feat.
It's stunning.
You just see the hard work in every little feather and every little talon. It's beautiful.
And expensive. So the
Okay, expensive. How much do you think it costs?
20 million.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like
That's like
9
that's
years
the
of
thing.
work. you
9
know?
years of work, all bronze.
I mean, it's a high-end piece. You know,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
100% custom with a.
And how much did it cost to create, or how much did they pay for it?
How much do they owe? I guess the artist probably.
2 million, 3 million.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bob, any thoughts on that?
8 million.
8 million. Okay.
eagle will eventually have to leave its perch in Goldendale. It's now for sale. How much is still a mystery.
So it cost us enormous amount that we hadn't really figured on to begin with.
How much? You see these hands? I've got arthritis from writing the checks.
Several million is the closest we got to an exact amount. There's a lot of buzz over who might swoop in to buy it. And
okay, thoughts on who might swoop in to buy
I don't
it?
even want to say the name.
Say it. You know it.
He who must not be named.
He who must not be named. This is part of why I brought it up, because there's some buzz around
the speculation?
who may buy it. And where do you think that individual might put said giant
on the
eagle?
front lawn of the United States?
Is nesting around President Trump.
I really do. I really hope he sees all of it, and I hope that
Look
it
at this
lands
lady.
with
I love the fucking suspenders. It's nuts.
him, and I hope that he purchases it for the gift of the White House, and it can stay there forever.
Woo!
I think it would be brilliant.
It'd be beautiful on the pond in front of the Washington Monument.
Wherever the eagle goes, Goldendale's name will be on it.
Rich Green is now guarding the eagle 24/7,
This guy's
living in a
guarding the
trailer
eagle, which I
right
love. It's
behind
like,
its
what?
right wing until it's ready to take flight to its permanent home.
Isn't that cool?
And as he answers questions and listens to the people who stop and snap selfies, he says one thing is as clear as the blue sky above. Freedom is a bipartisan bird.
We've had people here that hate the party in power, and we've had people here that love the party in power. They love this.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So that to me is like, that's amazing.
Well, I'm a 20-year vet from the Air Force, and freedom means everything to us, without a doubt. And we thank God for it every day of our lives. And this is just a representation of that for us. It represents that freedom. So I think it's awesome.
And forever a feather in Goldendale's cap. For ARC PDX.
Fucking news reporters and their puns kills me. Anyway, so I saw that and I was like,
oh boy,
that's America. If anybody who
Yep.
doesn't understand America,
Tell you what.
that's gonna be on
that
our
eagle
White House,
on the
boy.
front lawn of the president's house.
Gonna be whoop.
You know.
I mean, he probably won't pay them, but he will take it off their hands.
Yeah, right. Good luck getting paid.
Yeah, good luck
Right.
cashing that check.
I mean, for me, the TDLR on this
Mm-hmm.
is it's beautiful.
Yeah, good artist.
Super hard to do. Totally get it, and everything about it just reeks of things I don't like about what's going on in this country. How about that?
They should have put a red hat on it, though.
Yeah.
That would have been really big bronze red hat.
Or flesh in the claws. That would have been
Make
cool.
eagles great. Oh yeah, like ripping a.
Donate it to a bird reserve.
Yeah,
that's true.
Better.
Imagine if
Okay.
if the birds were that big. I mean,
Well, how big were the terror birds? Like,
They were
obviously not that big. But
No,
like,
but there were pterodactyls that were bigger than that.
yeah, I mean that's
Absolutely.
crazy. Imagine, Jesus.
We have a lot of bald eagles in Connecticut.
Mhm.
They fish and nest along the Connecticut River. Pretty much anywhere there was a significant body of fresh water, the bald eagles will nest. So you see them occasionally.
Yeah.
If you want to see them, just like in February, go
Turkey,
to
I agree.
any town
Ben
along
Frank.
the Connecticut River. They used to have a eagle festival
Mm-hmm.
nearby. They just stopped doing it during COVID. I don't think it's come back.
If you ever get to
Those
see one
cool.
in person, like
They're gorgeous birds.
I saw a group of injured, rescued
Yeah.
bald eagles in a zoo, right? And they're huge.
They're giant birds.
They're huge. Like they are so much bigger than
their
you
claws.
think they are.
I mean, they imagine they grabbed a hold of you. Nasty.
Yeah, but definitely a beautiful animal.
Somebody said they should do one with. Oh wait, where did it go? The TikTok comment disappeared. But with the actual voice of, or the actual
The actual
audio
sound
of an eagle.
Not nearly as impressive as what you
like,
always hear.
or whatever. It's like really dumb sound.
Yeah, it's not that
It's
cool.
not like caw.
Eagle sound. Let's see.
It's very chirpy.
High pitched.
Sounds like a seagull or something. Right? Where did
Well, the
mouse
one
go?
that you hear in the movies is not.
Oh, that's a red-tailed hawk.
Red-tailed hawk, yeah.
Funny how angry it looks. It's just so so human. Yeah. It's a friggin' seagull.
That's not too bad.
It's actually not bad. I mean, it's not scary or anything. It's not like a hawk sound. There was a better one that was kind of annoying.
That's not the only sound they make, yeah.
Yeah, they grumble.
Let's see.
All right.
All right. Now.
Yeah,
ads.
you want to hear what an eagle sounds like? All right.
All right. Let's see what this is.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, that's who you're
Yeah, that's their like.
Now imagine that's the size of the eagle and how loud that chirping would be. That's crazy.
Yeah, it would be
sonic weapon.
That would be nutty. Anyway, all right. I think that's all I kind of had. There's some. I mean, there's maybe another one that we had, which was, let's see. Somebody was tagging us about broccoli. Do you want to talk about that at all?
I didn't have a chance to look into it, but
It's
they're
basically
claiming like it's bad for you nutritionally.
Like broccoli is bad. I mean, there was a lot
It
of comments
sounds
on
like
this.
nonsense.
Yeah, there was a lot of comments on this post in general, just that was saying like, oh, it's high caloric, but then this other person was like,
Get out of
oh, you aren't understanding what I'm saying. There are no health benefits. In fact, it is a detriment to you. It takes nutrients out of your body, and any nutrients that are in the broccoli are not bioavailable to you.
Based on what I heard online.
Based on other TikTok videos that are yada yada yada. So,
Well,
that's
whatever
another
Texas
thing.
Girl 27 says, I'm doing it.
You're right. Yep. Take that, Donna. Anyway. All right. Well, so we still have some more work to do in the studio as we're prepping for the new show and AQ6 return and all that stuff.
and other stuff.
And other stuff.
Some people notice I am dropping the show on Friday.
Oh, yes.
For patrons.
Big one.
It still goes up on Saturday for the Gen Pop.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
for-
early access patrons, if you
Yep.
want it Friday, if you aren't a patron, become a patron. Ad free
Absolutely.
and also a day early.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count when we are talking about our own stuff. That's not an ad. So don't complain about that. One random person.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, is it?
I don't want to know that you're coming to Kansas. Well, suck it. It's too bad. You're going to know. All right.
So that mean, with that logic, wouldn't I have to charge myself to put the ad on my own show?
You would. And where does that money go?
And that
To
would mean I'm
Bob's
basically
Ghost Basement.
it's a net loss to taxes at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're just paying the government.
Yeah.
Government. All right. Eagle. That's a fun one.
Yeah, we're gonna, just so you guys don't get the whiplash. We're gonna be changing the lighting and setup and everything. It's gonna be probably over the next couple of weeks. You're gonna see us attempting to make everything.
And there's a table that we're working on.
Yes.
Some new designs for all this stuff.
Someone in the chat may very well be building us our new table that we need.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys come across some weird stuff on the internet, make sure you send it to us. Either tag us or you could send it in on the website. What else is there? There's the Kansas show coming up, which you should buy tickets to if you haven't already.
Yep, that's September 20th. Both of the shows that we're doing will be happening on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to drive all those miles back and forth to get entertained, like the guy that
Our theater will have a
not
roof on it.
entertained?
Yeah, there
Yes.
was.
Oh, it's
all
not
the-
water storage.
Both of the programming that we'll be offering to you will not have anything to do with water collection.
Okay, as
or
far as
treatment.
we know.
Yes.
As far as we know.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and we have a big announcement that we're going to make probably next week.
All right.
About an event that will be taking place somewhere in the world.
I don't even know what it is.
Yes, you do.
Oh, never mind. I do know what it is. All right. All right. Yeah, I think. Is there anything else that we need to do? I think that's it. because I gotta go pick up my daughter from camp.
Yes.
So I gotta.
No, that's it. Thank you guys. Hey, it was great to be back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be shooting for this Wednesday live stream starting at noon.
Yeah.
Going forward. This is a special day. We started a little early because Ian has childcare responsibilities.
My wife is away. She went to Praha.
So what new shows have we officially announced?
Well, we have a new video podcast.
Yes.
We have.
We could tell them what it is.
Do it. Go right ahead.
So I am starting a new video podcast with Andrea Jones-Roy called Political Reality. So it's going to be skepticism applied to politics, not just political issues, but politics itself, because she's a political scientist. So it's talking about things like, should we move to ranked choice voting, things like that.
And I'll have a special segment on that show called Jay's Meltdown.
Jay's Meltdown.
I come in and I completely I know you guys want it.
Flips the table.
I completely lose my shit. About once a month I'll come in and throw that.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
But that's not happening.
That's a patron. That's a patron-only perk. So
Jay's
Meltdown.
This will be a video podcast. And we really
probably won't stream at BT Dubs.
We'll see. We'll still decide what to do.
We're doing this largely because there's been a huge outcry from people that listen to our show wanting us to speak more into politics and everything. And we really do want to keep politics out of, we want to keep partisan politics out of the SGU, of course, right? I mean, everybody that watches this live stream knows exactly where we stand, I think. But the bottom line is, the premise to me of this show is explain it to me so I understand. Because there's so many complicated topics that happen in politics. They come and go off our news feed every day. And it's really good to have a basic understanding or a good detailed understanding of what the Constitution is and what it means and, the different parts of it that you can make arguments that are being ignored today. Talking to politicians like senators who can answer questions and clarify things and give us insights into things that we don't understand. So I do feel like it's going to be a great show for education purposes. If you just want to understand how things function and understand what's happening today, I'm looking forward to being a listener slash watcher of this show. We will be bringing back AQ6. We have a new season teed up that is going to be happening. Of course, that's a video show. It goes on our YouTube. And we are right now in the very early stages of trying to make it work where we can turn the SGU into a video podcast. So it's going to be hard.
Because there's a lot of moving parts there.
There's a lot of us, and there's a lot of different details that we got to figure out. Bottom line is it's hard because, Kara's not here. We can't all get together to do it. We really do need. I'm thinking we really do need to make it work where we're all in our homes, but it's got to have. It has to look good. The quality has to be there. It's just a lot to consider that we're going through that right now. So it's a great time. I mean, I've been waiting for this. Literally, this is the week, legitimately, where Steve and I can work together full time, and really make improvements and add new programming to the SGU. So I'm super excited. I think over the next year, hopefully you'll enjoy the new stuff that we bring. All of this, though, the base intent is the same exact as it was for the SGU. We want to give people a source of information that they can trust, and we want to help people understand the world better. It's an education tool, everything. All the new programming. I mean, look, AQ6 is for fun, but we will be talking about science in this season coming up of AQ6. We're going to talk about
that's going to be more about the science of science fiction movies.
Yeah. But there will be things to learn. Bob came up with a whole show revolving around dance. I don't know if we're going to move forward with that, but Bob's pretty excited.
Dancing with the Bob.
Yeah,
Break dancing with Bob.
I'm ready for it, man.
Dancing with Bob. I want that show.
Bonanza.
I'm ready for it.
Bob's going to show you how to pop.
And lock.
You supply me with the meth, I will dance.
So anyway, guys, more to come. We have a lot of SGU coming your way.
Yep.
Right? Thank you.
That's
Thank you,
it.
Ian.
Alrighty.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Ian. Bye.
Thanks, Ian.
Bye,
Bye.
Ian.
Bye.
Bye.
End music. You guys have to hear the end music. There you go.